I'm any new province, and I just finished up the league with He Who Is in the Water's Orzhov Pestilence list. It turns out having an onboard Wrath really does win you games. As always, you can wipe your opponent's board in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the league. Yes, we won the die roll. We will play first. Turn 1, Thraben Inspector. Turn 2, Skyfisher picking up Thraben Inspector. There's no better draw in the world, I don't think. Sounds good. Feels good. Opponent's going to know exactly what's coming for them. I guess I've played a few black-white brews with that kind of start, but probably nothing exactly like this. And then if like worst case Ontario happens, we get a bunch of dead draws, then when we do Basilica, if we have to Basilica on turn 3, we can just crack our clue that turn, pick up a land. Ah, Affinity, probably Affinity. I might just like raw dog play out this Stinkweed Imp. Now, it would really suck if I played Core Skyfisher and they Gal Blasted this Thraben Inspector, but I kind of think that's what they're going to do. And then we'll have to pick up this clue. Well, they don't. All right. Cool. I could have done it with the trigger on the stack there. But anyway. I might just run this out. Clock them. But I guess that'll stop us from hitting a Pestilence or Custody Squire on time. All right. Frogmite, not that scary. There's Grim Harvest. Thraben Inspector isn't doing anything anymore. I think I'm going to get in with Skyfisher and just play out this Stinkweed Imp. And then next turn we can do something like Thraben Inspector, crack the clue. Keep digging. The Grim Harvest Stinkweed Imp combo, I do not believe should be underestimated. But I'm okay with just adding a bit more evasive pressure to the board. I know they're going to be the beatdown. But having some pressure on board while we search for interaction can't be the worst, right? It's a pretty bad matchup. Ah, frig. I guess 4/4s, right? We need at least 4 black mana to really get things started. Or like some combination of like Deadweight or some such nonsense. So I am going to attack. We have Thraben Inspector chump block 4/4 if the worst comes to be. What makes it a bad matchup, Lynx? Or anybody really? Anybody that has some insight on what might. So I don't know if just playing another Stinkweed out here, Deadweight helps versus Atog. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna play out another Stinkweed. And we'll bounce our white source with Orzhov Basilica. And there's definitely an argument for getting in the way with the Stinkweed Imp this turn, but I kind of want the pressure. Like I feel like it'll hold back this Carapace Forger for this turn, which might be long enough to help us set up. I mean, we could just keep blocking 4/4s with Stinkweed Imps. And yeah, the combo finish I can imagine is pretty brutal, especially where we're kind of toying with our own life total. All right, so we will block. Yeah, we'll block Carapace Forger. I don't actually think I'm going to Dredge. I might as well Dredge because, yeah, that is surprising that they don't have Galvanic Blast. We'll probably it's so hard. I think I will Dredge actually. That way we can play Custody Squire and maybe we'll get some better options. So I am going to Dredge here. Let's see what we found. We found another Skyfisher, which is pretty okay. I kind of just want to Thraben Inspector Stinkweed Imp here. No, I think Custody Squire is the best. Oh yeah, I feel like they should have been killing the Stinkweed Imp. So we'll play a land, go to combat, attack. And I think I'm just going to straight up run out Custody Squire. They've been holding up red this whole time. It is pretty hard to believe they don't have it. Maybe they do and they're just having trouble messing around with the interface. I mean, I sure do with my mismatched lands again. So they should have fired off 4 to 5 Galvanic Blasts by now. I kind of... You wouldn't have attacked with him? Well, they're at 11. But you are the Pestilence pilot. Yeah, now I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking maybe we just replay Stinkweed Imp. You think that tracks? Okay. Well, yeah, I think Custody Squire is the play as well, because we force them to have interaction, or otherwise we've got them on a 2-turn clock, which is pretty good considering their life total. This can block Frogmite pretty good. So Custody Squire, maybe they'll give us back 2 cards by accident. But you're right, yeah. If Custody Squire was the play, this attack didn't change the clock, and it could have gotten in the way of Carapace Forger. So opponent figuring out how to navigate the voting system, which is not completely intuitive. For anybody that's wondering, it pops up right there on the name. It says 1 vote. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, my friggin' game window's not sized correctly. That's so irritating. Ugh. Sorry out there. Sorry out there, viewers. We got this. We got this. And Moto is just like temperamental, so it'll probably size my game window incorrectly for the foreseeable future. No. Okay. Having this many windows is like a little tough. I'm trying to change up the whole game match thing. It does make navigation a little more difficult. So opponent doesn't attack at all, which is quite odd and I think good for me. They're going to Thought Cast. That can't bode that well if attacking is the plan here. And they're just going to pass. Okay, well, that's good. There's a lone Missionary. So I think Missionary Stinky is the play this turn. I am going to attack with everything. Or I guess where I have Grim Harvest in hand, maybe I even do leave this back so we can block their 4/4, but it doesn't seem like they're being that aggressive. So let's make sure that we can kill them. It could just be like Skyfisher back a land, play out a Stinkweed Imp. What, they're at 5? I think that gives us the most correct paths to victory. Actually, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we will Skyfisher back a Plains. I'm liking these Stinkweed Imps, man. This has felt pretty sweet. Replay the Plains, play a Stinkweed Imp, and play Thraben Inspector. But I totally agree. Like, there was no point. They're at 5 now, so yeah. But we have an awful lot of ways to get lethal in next turn, depending on what they run into here. Another Carapace Forger is not going to do it. And tapping out for an ATOG. They can't cast a Fling here. I think we got him. Yep. Sweet. All right, so what is the plan for Affinity? Standard Bearer, Gift of Orzhov, these 4 cards? Or are we just trying to like remove all the 4/4s, Wrath, the Frogmites, and the other stuff? Or do we castigate their combo pieces? Because if we can get the game to go long, we can castigate a few ATOGs or Flings or Teamer Battle Rages or what have you. I feel like castigate might be too slow, because we want to do this early in the game where a Standard Bearer is pretty much good whenever. They don't have very much targeted removal, so Gift of Orzhov isn't as much of a... Yeah, it doesn't look like it has a very good affinity plan. These are the 4 cards I would consider bringing in, but I don't really know what I would take out. Deadweight's good against ATOG, obviously. Edicts aren't great in this matchup. I don't know if we want to take out like Edicts for gifts, but I don't think so. I think these do enough, especially where Pestilence can get rid of the Flare Husk tokens. Yeah, I feel like they're just like, what do you guys think? I just don't think there's anything to bring in here. Oh yeah, Guardian of the Go Pack probably is a lot worse. It would be really good with rats. I agree. Okay. But what do you think? Like, do we bring in the gifts? Like, we're trying to put the gifts on what, like a core Skyfisher? Yeah. So I think the Standard Bearers are fine enough because they can't Fling or Teamer Battle Rage effectively with Standard Bearer on the battlefield. And if the game starts going long, we're trying to kill them with like Custody Squires and or Skyfishers and stuff, then that should That should favor us there. But it could even just be like Castigates instead. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Castigate would be better. I could take out, like, I don't even know that Standard Bearer is what I want to bring in. I think actually Castigate would be better because it can get rid of something we care about. I feel like it's a little bit slow. You wouldn't bring in Castigate? Oh god. I guess our main deck plan is pretty okay. Castigate feels a little bit slow, but for some reason I feel like it would be better than Standard Bearer in some cases. But anyway, we're down on time. Think about it. We'll think about it between games, what the sideboard plan against Affinity is supposed to be. But yeah, maybe there just wasn't one. This hand's like fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I think we will get up to 3 mana ASAP. Although it was pressure that kind of Google Home. No, you like that one, Lobert. Google Home just piped him a little bit of input. A while, and it's totally gettable. Yeah, I think so too. Maybe that's tough. I guess Standard Bearer helps us. Ooh, Relic is going to be good against us, especially this early on. More Tragic Slips. No real way to engineer a blowout with that just yet, but we will start the beats. If this is going to be what their draw looks like, if they don't just start committing crazy, if they don't start committing 4/4s right away, which it looks like, no, I guess not. As often or more often than Fling, yeah. I could I could totally believe that. Yeah. All right, so there's Guardian. I guess there isn't really any way to play optimally to get it down on time, so we'll attack with 3-Bit Inspector. We'll play Lone Missionary just because it attacks for more. We're not sacking these clues this second. I guess, so I play Orzhov Basilica. Play 3-Bit Inspector. Play Basilica. No, I think I like Lone Missionary better here. So I will play Missionary, and then we'll Basilica next turn. Maybe we can find a way to turn on one of these Tragic Slips. Then we just suicide a 3-Bit Inspector and get in there, buddy. Go attack that 3 mana 4/4 our opponent's about to play. Ah, it's just ATOG. Okay, I see. What's this? Frogmite? No Frogmite. Okay, so Tragic Slip, huh? Well, we are certainly going to see if we can't line up a way to Tragic Slip something appropriately here. So let's go to combat and attack. And if some horrible fate does not beget one of our creatures, then we'll just play out 3-Bit Inspector, play a Swamp. And if our opponent doesn't attack with ATOG, for us to block. Okay, they are going to block. Sure. And trade? Yeah, okay. It does kind of suck that they're going to get rid of our Lone Missionary first, but it is what it is. Okay, so they do that. They will effectively 2-for-1 us. They've activated our trap card. So I'm going to play out 3-Bit Inspector if this is going to be how this is going to play out. Play Orzhov Basilica. Bounce a Plains. And on our end step, try to Tragic Slip. So let's see, -13, -13. I guess we kind of, no, it's a 1-for-1 at best. Our opponent does not go into a flurry of artifact sacrificing to try to get out of that one, which I understand. Oh, baby. I guess Guardian does chump block ATOG for about 1,000 years. Opponent drawing into their sideboard cards that have not been particularly relevant this game. Yeah, there's another ATOG. Okay. Guarles, what is up, man? How you doing? Getting ATOG, man. That's what's up. How you doing? Welcome to the Jank Bank, man. We're playing significantly not jank cards tonight. Thanks, man. Thanks. I could definitely use the luck with the way that this match is shaping up. No way to attack through this Mirror Enforcer. I think, I don't know, man. Are we just suiciding creatures again and trying to Guardian of the Guild Pact to block this ATOG for 100,000 years? But Temur Battle Rage, yeah, they don't really care about it, right? I guess we could go on the Tragic Slip, the Mirror Enforcer plan. Draw a card. If we're going to do that, we should draw a card now. I don't know what we're looking for, like another Thraben Inspector, maybe like a Chainer's Edict, see if you can make this easy. I think you play Guardian. Well, we can't. That costs 5 mana. I wish I could, but I cannot. I think I don't know. I think right? I think I might just sack a Clue here because I do want to Tragic Slip either their 4/4 or their ATOG. We can still block this so long as they don't have Temur Battle Rage. Things might be okay. Maybe Temur Battle Rage were just effed. So I'm going to draw off this Clue and see if we find anything that matters. Just a Custody Squire, which doesn't matter at all, considering. I guess they'll have to like blow a relic to get rid of it, but anyway, we'll play black mana. Maybe they'll get wise. Get wise and crack in with one of these bad boys. Yep. Okay, so I think I am going to take... No, actually. Unmake. This list is unmaking. Oh, first strike damage happens first. Stop on my opponent's damage step. We've done it. Okay, opponent's going to get in with both. No cards in hand. So we're going to get them. We're going to get them. I guess we don't need this. I don't know if I want to block... Like, if both of our creatures die, they relic twice, we can almost guarantee... We can guarantee a Inspector off of one of these Custody Squires next turn. So I think I will, actually. I think I'll take the chump now. Well, maybe I don't want to, though. We're going to... Probably going to kill this ATOG, and then Custody Squire plus Thraben Inspector can block this next turn, if that's an issue. Twitch chat gets me, man. These guys are the only reason I've won matches at all. They just chump ATOG. I think that's correct as well. So I'm going to do that. We might need a threat. Who knows? Maybe Inspector Thraben's going to go the distance. No, not right now. Well, now we do, because our opponent's doing silly things, sacking their star and stuff. Maybe they will draw into TBR, and the worst will come to happen. But I pray it does not. Yep, stuff dies, etc. And I'm going to Tragic Slip this. I feel like... Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, if they want to sack their whole board to save their ATOG from Tragic Slip, then you can go ahead and do that, opponent. What if they have Metallic Rebuke? I bet they do. We're gonna get blown out, guys. Top deck Metallic Rebuke. Hard cast. Not even tapping these relics. Not giving a F. Okay, they're gonna let it go. Sweet. Our turn. Don't draw into Fling. I don't know if we get frisky with Thraby here or not. Probably. I don't see a lot of reason that we'd be chumping Mirror Enforcer next turn. Besides, because yeah, actually, I think we are going to try to establish a little bit of a Custody Squire loop here. So hopefully our opponent doesn't figure it out. I feel like they should. Yeah, they're just going to pop a relic now. Okay, well that's fine. So we get no value off Custody Squire. I think we are going to double block this turn. Maybe not though. Yeah, through two relics, we're probably actually not looping any Custody Squires. I don't know if we really want to start taking 4. They just might. Maybe they won't hit any more threats. Maybe they won't find any more 4/4s. Pretty big blowout if they have Galvanic Blast, but I guess we can just use this next turn. I'm probably going to be Guardianing and Cluing next turn, so I actually am going to get in. We will take 4, just once. Yeah. Go for like saving the ATOG. Precisely. I've been criticized for that before. Just like not doing anything to my opponent's ATOGs. Opponent passing the turn aggressively, trying to get us on time here. We will take 4. What if this is Teamer Battle Rage and then Fling or something stupid like that and we die? Yes, Carapace Forger is a thing. Land and Springleaf Drum. Okay, so opponent looking pretty hellbent. Grim Harvest looking very bad here, so I'm going to draw a card before we do anything else. Aven Riftwatcher, pretty good. I'll play a land. This Guardian is going to get in the way of this Carapace Forger. And this Thraben Inspector is going to sacrifice himself for the good of the Mirror Enforcer defense plan. I think. I might take 4 one more time, because we have Aven Riftwatcher here. I don't know. Oh no, that like I should be criticized. There's by criticism I mean people telling me I've done things that are objectively incorrect. Yeah, opponents has 0 cards. And my window resized itself. Whenever Moto like updates, it just gets all hot and bothered. And we get a free block. They've only got 1 relic on board, so I think next turn we're gonna play another Custody Squire. Force them to crack the relic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So if we draw an untapped land, we can have a pretty good turn next turn. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, and actually going down that life. 1 blast down, 6 to go. Man, those Affinity opponents sure love playing Galvanic Blast. Okay, that's pretty sweet. So we will probably Custody Squire again. I guess we can like Riftwatcher, Skyfisher back a land. I kind of like that better. So play Riftwatcher, Skyfisher back a land, leave up Grim Harvest. I guess that allows them to just take Grim Harvest, though. But it is what it is. So we'll Skyfisher back a land, replay a land, and we've got a couple good blockers for a 4/4 here. So I think we're just going to get in with Guardian. If they want to attack with their Mirror Enforcer, we've got pretty good answers. Actually, no. I think a stalled board kind of favors us here, so I'm going to let it go. A stalled board on 13 minutes, maybe not that okay. Thank you very much, Guarles. It's good to see you, man. Enjoy. Poof. Well, this is risky. If they let us get back our Custody Squire, then they get our Grim Harvest, but I almost think that's worth it. So either Custody Squire or Grim Harvest. You have to choose. It's up to you, opponent. But then you don't get your relic anymore, and we get one of these creatures back. We will exile Thraben Inspector, but I assume this Grim Harvest is about to be on its way. Sure. Okay, so go to blocks, block like this, block like this, block like this. And we're just going to play a bunch of 5/5 or a bunch of 3/3 flyers for 5 and hopefully win the game that way. On ordering blockers. I hope they just let this die. That'd be sweet. Yeah, opponent. That's the way. Opponent knows the way. Out goes Mirror Enforcer. We have a good block here. We're going to lose our Grim Harvest, but I'd almost rather have Custody Squire loops than have... Ooh, there's Pestilence. Okay, so I wonder if I just play Pestilence here. We can get rid of this 4/4, but then I guess we don't really have anything going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for what that's worth. So play out. Oh, they just scooped the match. Okay, sweet. All right, here we go. Oh, crap. Ultra Super Bob. I don't even know. I think I got a bad matchup against regular Bob. This hand's pretty bad, I think. Unless their deck just like scoops to Pestilence. And then it's not that bad. But it's still pretty bad. I don't know. What would I be mulliganing for? Like some earlier interaction? It has Pestilence, so I'm going to keep it. Let's see how this goes. Sure don't know how to mulligan with this deck, gang. Maybe they just scooped Pestilence. Let's find out. Yeah. It's not like terrible. That's been helping me on my mulligan decisions a lot lately, is like what would I be looking for if I did mulligan it. But I think we are just going to be playing tap lands for the first little while. Removal in a creature and all your mana. That's true. So what do you think? Do we thin here? I think we do. I think we go get a black source. So opponent on the Rakdos control by the look. Cathartic Reunion. Oh no, it's Reanimator, guys. This isn't doing nothing against Reanimator. These guys are, though. Yeah, the cycling land is nice. Doom. Doom to doom, doom, doom. Okay, so let's play a Stinkweed Imp. And pass the turn. Go ahead, opponent. Get your crusher. Tormenting Voice, gonna keep digging, looking for Exhume. We can't really clock them to punish them here. Doom, 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 go home. There's just another untapped land. So I think the play here is just gonna be cast another Stinkweed Imp, attack with our Stinkweed Imp, and like getting no Skyfisher value here is a little brutal, but we might end up casting it for no value here shortly. So we're going to cast another Stinkweed Imp, leave up our cycling ability. That's true. If they like sack this on their turn and then we can Tragic Slip their Ulamog's Crusher, that's just like value. That's value city. Don't know if you've been, but I think we're about to go there. I can definitely appreciate, yeah. Now here comes Neonate. Should we pretend that we think we can block it so our opponent downplays our ability at the game and they kind of like play loose? I'm not going to, but like, do you think we should have? I don't even know if it's time to cycle Baron. Oh yes. Oh, come on. Give me that value. Please let me Tragic Slip something. Go ahead, opponent. Go ahead. Go ahead, opponent. There's nothing to be worried about. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's cool, man. Don't worry about it. I feel like it might be a duress. Oh no, it's just a Gurmangler. We can still kill that. It does kind of seem like odd timing. Do we do this in response to the Dragon Breath? I guess so. We Mazel, so let's slip the Angler. I wish that would have been an Ulamog's Crusher. That would have been better beats. But no bad beats today. There's Neonate. All right, so I think we'll go to combat, obviously. And probably just get in for one. I'd like to have a Death Toucher back for next turn. I think this is going to be pick up a land, replay a land to get a core Skyfisher on board. And I think that land is going to be a untap land, and then I guess we could like Skyfisher pick up. I don't really know. I probably should have cycled this Baron more first. I didn't think this through. I might just play out Baron more now so that Pestilence becomes a reality very shortly. But yeah, I think I'm going to pick up Scour Barons. And we'll replay Scour Barons. And I might as well cycle Baron more. I'm not doing anything with this extra mana this turn. And it's a Thraben Inspector, so play well, get rewarded. Pass the turn. There goes Neonate. We have Death Toucher's opponent. It doesn't matter how many Pain Trains you have. It kind of does feel like it doesn't do anything. It hurts us a lot more than it hurts them. I mean, if we are going real slow, then I guess it It's a clock, right? Opponent doing nothing. Just the way I like it. Deadweight, not doing anything here. So let's go to combat. Attack, attack. And we'll draw before we Skyfisher. Actually, well, I guess we don't have to. But I am going to pick up Thraben Inspector here and replay it. Because we could, like, if we're not doing anything next turn, we could just draw 2, which could be good. So let's do that. Except for the turn we kill them. Hey man, Stinkweed and put in work. Our opponent's at 17 here. He's trying his hardest, okay? He's just a little no. It looks like that guy from what's that guy? From Care Bears? Beasley? Is that his name? Pam Beasley? What's that guy's name? I know you guys watch a fair bit. A fair bit of the Care Bears back in your day. What are you gonna get? I get probably the Trampler, right? Just hit us for 1 million this turn. It's clearly a Pam Beasley. Hey dude, the Care Bears are for everyone, all right? you and your Care Bear supremacy can go pound sand. Okay, they get back their Trampler. We're gonna make pretty quick work of that. I guess they are gonna get in for 11. Or they're gonna get in for 9. And we'll kill it. It's the dead times. And they might have us on like a 2-turn clock here. That would be awkward. But if they don't, I'm not gonna dredge here. Because who knows what we'll draw. And I don't even think I'm gonna dredge off of this first clue. I don't think there's any point doing that. Grim Harvest, huh? I don't really know how that does anything here. I think it's just worth it to try to hit our land drop. So we'll do this. Don't cartoon shame us. Nice! Got our opponent off the trample over for the kill plan. And I will leave back another Stinkweed in for the rest of the game. We'll be dredging Stinky next turn. It was pretty good, huh? Like, it was pretty nice. Finding that Chimera Crossroads, I think that was worth. I think that was good. So I will dredge here. No, I forgot to dredge. Well, that's fine. I guess we can just Custody Squire it back. Turn that clock up. So we'll play a land. Sturdy Squirrel. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. Oh yeah, no, that's wonderful. So get back old Stinky Boy. Care Bears was a fantastic show. Okay, is that what we're talking about? How great Care Bears was? I kind of lost the plot a little ways back there. But if we're still talking about how great Care Bears is, you got my support. One Stinky Boy versus a big old alien. And are you gonna Flame Slash old Stinky Boy? We can get him back. If they Flame Slash it and then Exhume, we just get Stinkweed Imp back. Also, I would tap black mana here instead. No, they're just gonna Faithless Loot. Got it. Dig, 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 dig. And only one will survive. Oh, good. Okay, good. Old Flash animations. Do you guys ever watch Waterman? That was one of my old favorites. One of my faves. They do have the other Exhume. So here comes another Tramply Boy. No match. No match for the Stinker. Then we can get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 next turns. They're on a two-turn clock. They have to draw another, or are they just dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put them down to 5. No, they're not just dead. Pretty dang close. Oh, this gives them +1. So I don't know if they put, so 10, 11, 9. So we're not dead. They can get back both Dragon's Breaths. Oh no, that just gives it fire breathing. Okay. Never mind. It doesn't. I'm pretty sure How to Kill a Mockingbird was was a classic novel, and had very little to do with. Let's get rid of a couple white sources. Had very little to do with Flash animations. Like, we could have gotten rid of Thraben Inspector there, but opponent's hellbent. We got a clock. They got to get something good. I don't think we get Stompy back here. There's another Thraben Inspector. Oh, okay. Well, is what you're talking about just some like morbid kind of thing? So play out Raby Daddy. They're dead next turn. Like they got to get some good draws here to not die. They stinkweed him, pass the turn. Just dredge, opponent. There's no reason not to dredge here. I don't think they can kill us. Is this Exhume? No, they're gonna flashback Faithless Looting. That doesn't do anything, right? No, it's very good and long. And probably not as good as I remember it. So like 80% of the things I would have enjoyed in my youth, probably. Like the game Mystical Ninja. Actually, no, that game was great. Shouts out to Mystical Ninja. Okay, so we found the Castigate matchup. Castigates and Relics. Pestilence doesn't do anything in this matchup, right? Like, it kills Neonates and opposing Stinkies. And I think we'll take out... Lone Missionaries are probably actually low-key kind of okay. We'll take out Deadweights. Oh yeah, Mystical Ninja, and they had that like really sweet thing with the... I don't even think Guardians are that great here either. Is Akuba Gang Shinobi just good? Okiba Gang Shinobi? Deadweight's bad, right? Yeah. I feel like they can't get ahead of a Gift Borzova. But I'm happy to have just like 3 Castigates, 3 Relics. Like, I feel like they don't... We start exiling Crushers, Toot Sweet. They're on the play. They could have a turn 2 Ulamog's Crusher. The Deadweight's real bad. So there's got to be better cards than that. I still think Pestilence isn't the worst. I guess it kills our creatures. I'll bring in Shinobi. I'll just bring in another threat. Unmake's pretty good. Unmake's really good, actually. I'm sure we won't need this Grim Harvest. Not 3 anyway. It's not going to be that grindy, so I'll bring in another Okiba. Edicts and Slips are good. Unmakes are good. A couple of Shinobis I'm pretty happy to have. A couple of Guild Packs I'm happy to have. Well, it's like, it's better than, like, what does Deadweight do into an Ulamog's Crusher? I guess it's a permanent we can sacrifice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking we got to turn it up. Like, once they're in top deck mode, we don't want to be pecking them with a Thraben Inspector. But I don't think we want the third one. This is definitely good because they exile it. So let's just like get rid of their Exhumes and they don't do anything. That'd be wonderful. Though it could also be loose boarding here. You know, I like to go not fast, but I like to go loose. Oh man, turn 2 Relic of Progenitus can't lose. We can though. It's tough, right? Like we play 20. Oh man, let's go. Oh yeah. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. I think we just deploy the 2 relics at the same time. I think we castigate next turn. Try to beat any redundancy they might have, and then we'll run out 2 relics with a tap land on the following turn to unmake back up. Yeah, this hand is very nice. I don't remember, did I scry? I definitely don't need no clock. Opponent thinking about sacking the Neonate right now. There goes Dragon's Breath. Okay. They have drawn. I wonder what their hand looks like. All right, Castigate. Yeah. Ooh, thank you, Kirk. All right, opponent's going to bog us. Pass the turn. I might just play out 2 relics here. They might have an untap land. I think it's okay to castigate. So I will do so. Castigate. Whole bunch of nonsense that doesn't do anything, huh? Just the way I like it. There goes an Exhume. Pass the turn. The Care Bear stare. Alright, opponent's got a Lightning Axe out for whenever we cast anything they care about. Except Guardian of the Guild Pact. Doesn't matter if they care about it. Relic of Progenitus. Taste it. Taste it again. Yep. Yep, we'll pass. My Care Bear stare was weak. I was obviously a fan of all the wusses. You mean it's just how lucky I am? Oh no, opponent has a Nihil Spellbomb. Whatever will I do? I care so deeply for my graveyard. I am top decking the perfects right now. And Taste It. Yeah, I think Taste It is something that, you know, I've adopted. The Taste It has molded me. I really like LSV. I think he's a great streamer. I always thought it was really funny how like lackadaisic he was. Oh yeah, Guarlas. We put him in the dirt, and we're also. This is their hand right now. I don't know if so they got 2 Dragon's Breath. Thank you very much for the follow, Guarlas. You know I've been following you, man. Thank you very much for that follow. Now we follow each other, and we can sing that song by that person who's like, "Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one." Yeah, it was touch and go there for a minute. I think our opponent might actually get one of their hasty boys here. Nope, doesn't look like a hasty boy. I would play 500 matches. I should probably keep track of how many matches I have played. Oh, that's a good one. That's a joint right there. Double black. What could this be? Is it a Germ Daddy? It's a Germ Daddy. So let's do this before this goes on the stack. No hasty Germ Daddies today. Just a Lightning Axe in my opponent's hand, and we'll unmake this bad boy right here. And I'm pretty sure we have nothing to fear. We'll just continuously attack with the Guardian of the Guild Pact until we win the game. So let's unmake this. Oh, that wasn't me. So he who was in the water top 8'd the challenge with this. I guess that is kind of ambiguous. I should probably clean that up or clear that up at some point. He who was in the water was the one that top 8'd with the deck, and they're awesome. They're here in the chat hanging out, chatting sometimes. So yeah. Congrats to them though. You like Pestilence as well, Ori Power? This is a great deck. Double Relic versus Reanimator, I know, right? You know, pitch 2 tasty ones. No, not pitching any tastiness. They did pitch the Lightning Axe. They were just sincerely not having any of the... Was this another Gurmag Angler? That would be problematic if they had pitched anything but the Lightning Axe. Now we'll just play Rift Watcher. You can block this for 100 years. Start attacking with this. Not really worried about it. He who was in the chat. He was in the chat water. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you know. Our opponent was sincerely not having any of our graveyard shenanigans last game. So let's play Skyfisher, pick up a land. Play additional evasive threats. And a blocker that can just block for 1,000 years. And after 10,000 years, you're still blocked. And it's time to conquer your graveyard. And we can get in with them for the win. Yeah, fancy new scoreboard. So some people are saying that the matches and wins should be the matches and games should be separate, and I tend to agree. They're gonna cycle a Nihil Spellbomb. Yeah, opponent they didn't want to wait for their lives to be stinky. Tormenting Voice pitching Mountain, pretty strong. Faithless Looting. Pitching Swamps. No additional Germ Daddies. So do this, and our relics are getting a little worse. Wow, what? Was it the Follow Me singing? I know, it was incredible, right? I kind of, something, Look at all that nonsense. It's everywhere, really. There's just nonsense. Oh no, I will not. I will not give up. I think I'll pop one. Like if they manage to string something together, I'll probably pop one. Because I feel like we've just got them up against it here now. Yeah, maybe you could have been right though with the Faithful Suiting and stuff. What's this? 3 mana. Is this one stinky little guy? No, it's just another Germ Daddy. Okay. Germ Daddy, Germ. The love is Germ. Well, our clock is a bit more intimidating than our opponents. I should have tapped this. Heck. Sometimes you play bad, get rewarded. Yeah, I should actually use my activations. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it could turn around for them. Yeah, it might be time now. They wouldn't have had enough with Germangler? Yeah, you're right, though. I wasn't really counting. I felt pretty far ahead. Which was incorrect. So I think you're right. I think we do want to do a bit of digging here. We might be able to find an answer to one of these bad boys. We just have to answer one of them. So let's do this. Skyfisher, huh? Well, blocking with some stuff isn't terrible, I guess. If we lose like one of our flyers, we could put Aven Riftwatcher in the way. That's not going to be a big issue. So let's go to attacks. That was almost certainly Lone Missionary Vow. See, this is what happens. You get loose. You get loose sometimes. We'll just pretend I was leaving up Relic, okay? Yeah, so I don't even think I'm going to chump. I think I'm just going to take 5. And we won the match. Woo! Look at all the deck thinning we have, though. These aren't going to be lands when we draw other things. Bad into worse, huh? Find a white source. And our opponent's like a little slow. But, oh, matches. Oh, it's up there. It's up there. You got it. This ain't easy. It's definitely harder than 5-lander. What do you guys think? I don't know. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Yes! Did not have it. I guess there's no reason to play Baron more today. So I think I'm going to do this, and then we'll play Kabira Crossroads next turn. Because we might want to deadweight something next turn. Or deadweight their 1-drop. Unless it's some random dork. Okay, we will. This is a deadweightable dork. So Kabira Crossroads. Deadweight your dork. Pass the turn. I never didn't have it, especially because we got Guarles on the luck over there. Oh, this is a pretty old forest, though. Okay, Stompy. Mutagenic that. You can't, though. Can you, opponent? Opponent, I have F6'd thoroughly. You may pass the turn now. Vault Scourge? Why, yes. Don't mind if you do, but I mind if you do, though, actually. So let's play 3 Daddy, and then we will bounce our Kabira Crossroads. 3 mana is enough next turn to get this down, and I think they should. Now the question is whether I'm cycling this Baron more or not. And the top of my deck is being quite good. Trading even Riftwatcher off for stuff and then Grim Harvesting it back seems pretty okay. So if that's what we're doing, I don't think I cycle this. I actually think I want to keep it. I guess I don't have to do it this second. And we have a clue here too. But I'm playing this next turn. Like, how much does this matter on turn 5 tapped? It doesn't at all, right? So let's have none of that. Oh, garbage. If only I had a tragic slip. Gut shot, imagine. Main deck gut shot. Who does that? Does 19 look different than 17? Not really. So let's not worry about that this second. And Quarian Ranger, going to allow them to... Sure glad I didn't block with Raven Inspector now. I'm gonna let this stupid dork in a few times. Gonna untap the Vault Scourge, yep. So we're going into some precarious stuff here. If this is like Skargan Pitskulk, then opponents on the Grease plan. And we might not have much hope. But they didn't, so that's good. Another Grim Harvest, kind of not what I wanted to see. I'd prefer a Grim Harvest in my hand. Got rewarded for cycling away the Baron more. And we'll Aven Rift Watcher to block their Vault Scourge. To block a lot of stuff, up until we no longer have to block the stuff with it anymore. So He Who's in the Water did pretty well with in a field with a lot of Stompy in it with this deck. So yeah, with this deck has 1 million removal. Essentially infinite removal. Where is it? See what they've got. I'd really like to get this off the battlefield this turn. I don't really know. Yeah, so I would really like a Pestilence. And Pestilence X3 pretty obviously fairly good here. Yeah. You can trade a pump spell with my Aven Rift Watcher. Seems fine, opponent. It was gonna leave the battlefield on its own anyway. I don't know why you do that. No pumps. Okay. Cool. Reasonable exchange. We're gonna get that back now. Gains more life. Rankers up the Neast Invader. Ooh, spicy. No Pitskulk, one time. Oh, that's gross. Okay, things have become precarious. Yikes. So I think I just, if I Lone Missionary here and don't block, and then Grim Harvest back Rift Watcher end of turn, or Grim Harvest back Lone Missionary end of turn, we really have to find some removal. Like, one removal spell is so good here. Because I guess we could just block this all day, like gain 4, block this, Grim it back, do that for a little while. But we're not getting anywhere. Like, we'd have to draw some cheap removal. Yeah, so I think it might just be Clue here. A lot of removal is bad in this situation. Like, Deadweight doesn't do anything. Well, Deadweight doesn't do nothing, actually. Deadweight would be fine. 1 is good, 2 wins. Yeah, we have Edicts in our deck, too. Yeah, so I actually think I will dig a bit here. Thanks, deck. You're my dude, deck. No, there's no Prismatic Strands. There's a Ranker. Life has just become quite difficult for our heroes. So 5, 12. I don't know. Oh, just take 1 million. So, like, don't even block with Lone Missionary here? That's actually, I think, yeah, I agree. I will take 1 million. Kicked Vines, FT dub. That's the meanest Quarian Ranger I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, the tragic slip. 1,000 years too late. I mean, Riftwatcher Lone Missionary can double block. That was just reality. Oh, okay. So I'll get back Riftwatcher. We'll double block this. Guaranteed active tragic slip next turn. I'm just gonna get in with Thrabie Daddy. Why not? YOLO so hard, mother effers want to find me. Okay. Play around like unkicked Hunger of the Howl Pack or something, I guess. All right, let's go. Here they come. The elves are really rolling. Go to blocks like this. Taste it. Yep. Sure. Stuff dies. I take a bunch of damage. Lose my Grim Harvest. We don't die though. We're not all the way dead yet. Won't pay. Nope. Won't pay. Nope. Nip. Ranker goes back to their hand. And if they try to equip up here, then that will be the point at which I slip it. Sure. Come on, opponent. Put it on the Nest Invader. Don't be a chump. Oh, dang it. Sure. And they're going to ranker up the Vault Scourge. Yeah, okay. It would have been nice to get that off the battlefield, but we don't really have that option right now. We need a Miracle Max. Ugh. Okay, so I do get back Rift Watcher here with the ability to get back my Grim Harvest. So, like, it's going to be a long road. Would have scooped 2 turns ago. All right, Whaler. All right. Oh, we can't get Grim Harvest back. I think we might be able to come around, but Riftwatcher will eventually just die on its own, right? Yeah, that should have been Lone Missionary. Yeah, absolutely. But I wonder if they even attack here. They do, right? Maybe I just won't block. I'm just not going to block. Yeah, I've decided. We're going to draw a removal spell, and we can block next turn. Now, if this is a Pit Skulk, I'm going to feel like a pretty big dummy. Yeah, we're going to draw a removal spell. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. Come on. Count accounts. Let's play another Rift Watcher. Pass back to them. And we're going to try to get rid of their board, get back our Grim Harvest next turn. Opponent on 1 card in hand. That was a lot better than a land. I'll give you that. That was an incredibly bold move. And I probably the wrong one. I think that was taking 3 damage off Quirion Ranger for no reason, actually. Is precisely what that was. Opponent trying to see if they can kill us with a kicked Vines of the Vastwood here. And they very well could. But you know I'm going to block with all my might. Go to blocks. And maybe they can, actually. No, I don't think they can. Blocks like this. Wraths like this. Nice. We even get to keep a Rift Watcher. Gain some life. Pay for Grim Harvest. Get it back. Our opponent gets back the less powerful graveyard recursion spell, Rancor, that turned into an Ulamog's Crush. Did you guys see that? Ah, F. Ah, F. This isn't looking good. This is not looking good, gang. Ah, crap. All right. Okay, they can only attack for 6. They can only attack for 6, right? So I don't know if we get back Thraben Inspector and look for a hard removal spell for this, or if we get back Lone Missionary, gain 4, and attack them for 2. This will eventually die and get back our Grim Harvest. Okay, I'm going to Grim Harvest back. Missionary. I actually think I'm going to do it all. I'm just not going to play around a removal spell here. And I'm going to use a bunch of stuff. Like, hopefully they don't have their main deck, whatever that stupid card is. It's probably going to kill me here. And I'll get back Thraben Inspector. We'll replay Thraben Inspector, and then I'll attack with Rift Watcher. It was housed on Harvard servers. Someone very smart made something very dumb. All right, so let's hope they don't have a confrontation here. Let's also hope they can't kill us. And let's draw a removal spell for this stupid Skargan Pit Sculpt that's threatening our life. Just a land, okay. Even Rift Watcher will vanish. Yep. Oh, God, we can't. Oh, that's so brutal. So we shouldn't Pestilence here, right? We should draw off this clue. I'm pretty sure I die that way. Oh, God. Because I don't think Pestilence did anything there. Okay. Okay. There's only one way out here, gang. And that is to live at 1 life against a deck that runs a bunch of frickin' rankers and pump spells and nonsense. Yeah, 1 mana shy. That is correct. So if this is Vines, obviously we're dead. But here's to trying. Got there. All right, here goes Rift Watcher. Opponent's got no cards in hand. We're going to get back Grim Harvest. Gain some life. Yeah, if they had Epic Confrontation. Okay. So I'm pretty low on time here. Really got to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, yes, we would love to get that back. Come on, removal spell, please. I think we're going to let this one go. Ooh, I can't block it! I think we're just dead now. Rip. Ripperonis. We are dead now. Yup. think, right? There's nothing, there's no... Frig. That was close, too. It might have been Pestilence last turn. We could have survived at 1, I guess. Maybe I should have just run this out. It's probably what the play was, but... Anyway. We have 1,000 removal spells, so I don't know where they were. Gifts and bearers come in. I don't know what's bad in this matchup. I feel like we're supposed to be pretty good against them. Maybe like a Grim Harvest, at least one. If we would have cast Pestilence at least cast Pestilence last turn. So I think that's what the play was. I think we were supposed to at least cast it, which would have left us with like no Pestilence, but they wouldn't have had any creatures, 2 rankers in hand. We would have survived for a minute. But anyway. So I kind of threw that one, I think. What comes out for these cards? Maybe Gift of Orzhov isn't that good. I think this is just for burn. Take out like 1 slip, because -1/-1 doesn't kill anything. Unless we have Morbid online. And we can't kill stuff on our own except for our Rift Watchers. I think is how that's going to go. Oh, guys, rip. Do you think relics are good enough against Ranker? Were we down to 3 mana last turn? I think we were only down. I think we were down to 3 mana. Maybe I couldn't have Pestilence instead. Gift might be better than Custody Squire. Yeah. It's gonna help us close out the game. But oh yeah, no, I needed a black mana to Tragic Slip, so I couldn't have Pestilence to, or I would have died, right? So no gift, no relic. It's tough. I think that might be correct. That Custody Squire is a little bit slow. I think if we're casting a 5-drop and we haven't done anything proactive in the meantime. This is Black-White Pestilence, and I think it's a pretty great build of it. I'm willing to take one of these out for one of these. Yeah? All right, let's do it. I think it's good. So let's see. Let's see if we draw a Standard Bearer, and it's worth. We've got removal and Guardians this time. At the very least. Where was our spot removal last game? What were we drawing? Just a bunch of dirtily do-nothings? But I like this start okay. A little bit of extra life gain, a couple Guardians aside. Help us survive to make this unmake worth it. All right, let's go. And we finally lost a game, guys. And a game I probably reasonably could have won. I wonder if they have mutagenic growth. This card's really good against us here. So I think I'm going to see if they have the muta. They don't have the muta. Get rid of their turn 1 play. Sucks to your mutagenic growth opponent. And Nest Invader. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, it's not great. It's all right. So we'll play Scoured Barrens and Lone Missionary with the intention of picking it up again next turn. But worst case Ontario, we can just play a Thraben Inspector, pick up Thraben Inspector with Core Skyfisher, trade with this Nest Invader with the Missionary. There's Confrontation. Okay. They did decide to bring in the Confrontation. There's Pestilence. So we will Thraben Inspector. I don't think we're going to. I think we're just going to Skyfisher back Scoured Barrens and replay it. Skyfisher back the Scoured Barrens and replay it. I wonder if they're going to try to Vines the Thraben Inspector there. It sucks that we didn't have our land drop there, but Core Skyfisher is a good blocker. Not as good as Guardian, obviously. Opponent only has 3 cards in hand. We have a bunch of really good cards against them in our hand, so let's hope things go our way. And they are drawing lands. Stompy, not used to seeing that many lands on their side. See if they want to trade Thraben Inspector with a pump spell. Looks like they do. I guess Hunger of the Howlpack's okay there. Kicked Vines, no Trample, so that doesn't really matter. And it means our Unmake might do something. Or Unmake will definitely do something. Salon a lot. Oh, Edgewalker looking pretty anemic against a Pestilence. So we'll do this. I don't think I want to give them the opportunity to pump this in any meaningful way. So we'll unmake it. Getting stuck on mana a little bit here, but our opponent is down to a Ledgewalker. I should have attacked there. Yep. Hopefully no Hunger of the Howlpack. We'll see if they find it. Getting in, yep. Rift Watcher. I don't think we're not casting Pestilence here. So we'll play Pestilence and pass the turn. No attack. We're at 21. I mean, they have to pump this in some kind of meaningful way to get around it. Yeah, it was definitely Pestilence. And then we'll Rift Watcher next turn. I'm hoping they don't have a meaningful way to defend this from Pestilence, like a bunch of ways. Like, yeah, Elephant Guide would really suck. Hunger off of the Eldrazi spawn would really suck. You can do that on our turn. It makes things a lot worse for us because we just kind of like throw away a life for it. I think we go for it anyway. Gonna do it before I play Rift Watcher just in case it's relevant. Nope, we did it. And if they only have an X1, I kind of just want to leave up the Pestilence activation so that they can't replay that Rancor. But I think that line will be available to us in the future. So I'm going to play a Rift Watcher here. I think our opponent's draws must have been pretty bad. I'm at 11 minutes. I probably have to play a lot faster if I want to win 2 games here. So let's play fast. Win games. So our opponents just have a bunch of pump spells and no threats. That would be ideal. We vanish a little bit. Go to combat. Attack. It kind of looks like they're flooding out to me too. Play a land. Play Guardian. Pass turn. And they just, I don't know that they can beat this without, like, maybe they're trying to assemble some meaningful way to beat Pestilence, but I don't really know. Especially with Guardians on board too. Like Solana Ledgewalkers and Vault Scourges are a lot worse. Nest Invaders, sure. Don't really care about that. Here comes Hunger. No, Solana Ledgewalker, okay. Now Hunger? All right, that's a 4/4. That's a 4/4 flyer. With a Rancor on it. So let's see if we can't draw a couple edicts. There's Grim Harvest. That doesn't really matter. I am going to get in with Guardian here. And I think we just... Oh, it's not a flyer. True. This is tough. I think... Yeah, we're not Grim Harvesting back Lone Missionary yet, so I think we just play another Guardian. At the very least, it blocks really well. On this board, anyway. Opponent has 1 card in hand. They got a 6/4 flyer. We don't have an irrelevant clock, and we're at 20. It is a meaningful distinction when you have flyers. You're right. This is going to go away anyway next turn, so we will block here. Go to blocks, gain a little bit more life. They pass the turn. We will go to combat. Attack for 4. And I think now we Grim Harvest back Rift Watcher. I don't think we'll have to block with it too many more times. We won't. So I'll just do this. And I feel like they won't be able to get ahead of the life gain. I feel like now I should start pesting them at the end of my turn, because we just win next turn if we do that. So I do believe I do that. Opponent goes to attacks. Yeah. Go to blocks. Block like this. Not gonna pay. 9 minutes on clock. Oh man, next game is gonna be stressful. And I think we win now. We'll see. They could have Vault Scourge, I guess. Vault Scourge would kind of get in the way, but we could just pest it. Pest once, pass turn, go to combat, attack for 4. They go to 1, pest once. 1. Okay. So, did that really teach us anything? Play faster. Don't play bad. It's gonna have to be quick, guys. This is gonna have to be a quick game. All right, let's go. Sand's bad. I mean, it's not. If there was more lands instead of a couple of the things we had, the sand's pretty okay. It's not great. We'll need another black source and probably a bit more life gain for it to be all right. Another black source. Can't be greedy enough to ship that. We'll just go straight on tap lands until we hit our Even Rift Watcher. Let's try to play fast. So I might not be as interactive. Was there still removal on the board? I don't think so. Was there? I think there's one Chainer's Edict. And I took out one slip. I took out one slip because I feel like we have to 2-for-1 ourselves to get slip to work properly. But still could be worth. Even Rift Watcher probably triggers it more consistently than I give it credit for. I'm gonna have a real explosive turn here. This might be a bit hard to beat. There's another Thraben Inspector, so yep, just gonna play land, play Inspector. At least we can get in the way of something. Pass turn. We will be double blocking. Yeah, I think there's one slip in there. Yikes, what's this? Elephant Guide? Epic Confrontation, okay. Sure. I mean, not really sure, but 2 cards in hand. Yeah, probably should have played Tapland. I agree. I don't know if we want to block yet. Probably do, actually. We're at 14. Yeah, that absolutely should have been Tapland there. There's another Tapland. Hitting Pestilence on time, more important than getting an Even Rift Watcher down here, probably. I mean, Rift Watcher can block right now, and it can block next turn, and we can draw another card. Ugh. I only have 8 minutes. You think Aven is better? All right. Play it. If I would have played a tap line, it wouldn't have mattered. I don't know why. Anyway. A ton of time on the clock. I'm freaking out. All right, let's see what our opponent wants to do. Trading Rift Watcher with a pump spell. Looks like it. All right, so we will take out BTE. I think it's the most valuable creature on the board. I don't know what they're looking to pump with here. Kicked Vines, maybe? Maybe they're thinking they don't want to trade it. They just let this die, but this is a good blocker. I'll be cracking clues with black mana, I'm pretty sure. There's a Pit Skulk, sure. It's not good. Pit Skulk into a Rancor is particularly scary here. Well, never mind. So we will play Standard Bearer. Cycle first next turn. And pass the turn. I don't know, guys. We're at 10 here. This does not bode super well. I already played my land for turn, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. They had a pretty impressive curve out. I don't think it's in their interest to like keep running stuff into this Aven Rift Watcher, especially not this Pit Skull, but they can't pump anything with Bearer on the board. Looks like they're going to. Okay. Go to blocks. Block like this. A Pestilence kills our own Standard Bearer. We are at 5. There's another Nettle Sentinel. Our Nest Invader. That's not good. We still gotta hit removal here to not die. Pretty sure. And Stinky. I guess that's technically removal. Pest X1 doesn't do anything next turn, so what? We'll have to block with Standard Bearer? We've got to chump with Standard Bearer now, right? That doesn't seem right. It is a good card. But we're going to go to 3? Like, what do we... Cycle and play Stinky? All right. Play PB? What? What's a PB? Pestilence? I don't think Pestilence does anything because we'll go to 1. Ah, peanut butter. Got it. Pam Beasley. Gotcha. Yeah, and Secluded Step, or Pestilence X1 doesn't do anything next turn, but I think we do play Secluded Step. We might hit on tap land. Okay, so play Stinkweed Imp. Pass the turn. What if we hit untap Black Source next turn? We can Wrath them. Oh, okay. Shh. I'll be real quiet. You want to do some ASMR? This might be the end, considering I misplayed pretty heavily there in game 1. Oh, it's difficult to type. Okay. In game 1 of this match, I probably could have won, or would have played the Pestilence on time, but I still can't remember if I had Tragic Slip up or not. That was still the line. I don't think so. I only think we had 1 black mana left over if we play Pestilence, which is just enough for... Hi, little Rara. All right, so how are we blocking here? So probably block like this, go to 1. I don't know. I think we gotta go to 1. Do we go to 1? Pray for no green spells? Yeah, let's go to 1. Thank you so much. And probably because there's a lot of good casters out there. All right. Okay, guys. Okay. Come on. I think we dredge back Stinkweed Imp. Almost definitely. Or do we? Yeah. So let's get back Stinky. Play Stinky. Would have found a Lone Missionary. Could have been good. I'm going to draw here. Yeah, they don't have green spells. Guardian? Oh, guys. Dang it, Bobby. Yeah, it will be crazy popular soon. We might get there. We might get there. I just switched into ASMR mode for no reason. I'm not even sure why. See if our opponent found a green spell. It isn't going to target Standard Bearer. Dang it. I mean, they might do it just to get this out of the way. They Vine Standard Bearer. Okay. Did they find a line? Yep. They might have found the line. They don't have trample or anything, though. Blocks, block, block. Just keep attacking. That's always their line. Okay. Okay, we don't want Stinky back this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guardian. Oh, come on. Janky Tendrils of Despair. No, I haven't. Well, it had Vine. So if they had Pump Spell, it was dead. Oh, Core did let me play 2 guys. Dang it. Do we get Stinkweed back? Okay. I'm sorry, Zerlik. I'm trying. Okay, play Skyfisher. Pick up. Standard Bearer was gone. Play this. Draw a card. Probably don't get back. Okay. I don't think we're dead yet. We could survive this. Set him in gift? Man, I feel like we can find removal. Baron more. Okay, so gift to Orzhov. And maybe I play a land. I don't really know. 4 minutes on clock right now. Because then we can pest for 2 if I play this, so I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Going to 6 is pretty skeptical, especially because I can cast pump spells. There's BTE. Oh, dang it. Do not have protection from BTE. I hope they attack so I can feel okay pesting for 2. Okay, we're going to pest for 2 here. No. Grim Harvest. Pest for 1. Pest for 2. Go to combat and swing. 4 minutes to win this, guys. 4 minutes to win this. I don't know. I haven't won yet. Yeah, it is nice of my opponent to have 6. Oh, are they going to tilt? Are they going to tilt themselves down to 4 minutes? I don't know why I'm talking so quietly. As soon as Lynx mentioned the sleeping baby, I was like, okay, go to ASMR mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to 8. Yeah. I feel like we're pretty close to winning. We got the hard lock. Okay, there was 1 punt with the not playing the core Skyfisher back there. There's a couple. I'm still not great at playing fast. I really am not. That takes a lot of expertise. Baby endured the first hour at your normal volume. From what I've heard about the YouTube people, like the advice. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't think we go to 1 there because they Vines the Vast Wooded it, so they couldn't target with any of their pump spells. So in that case, we'll still Or wait, we will still have to, like, they could hit a pump spell and kill it. Okay, I'm not like completely there yet. Our opponent, I think our opponent salted in the chat a little bit there. I don't think they're very happy. Let's see. How do you almost lost a very good match for you? You didn't play around Elephant Guide when you can. That's it, guys. Don't play around Elephant Guide. Oh, they still can't? Well, in the match. I'm going to keep this. I don't think this is bad enough to ship. It's got all the mana we need. It's got a Pestilence. GG's. Reasons to play a cycling land here, because we're going to bounce it next turn anyway. We only need one white mana at a time. I think it is a good hand. I agree. So we might cycle this. Looks like it's Delver. Thinking chat is great. Punt. Let's see what we draw. We draw a Deadweight. Part of me just wants to Deadweight this bugger here right now so they don't get a turn 2 ninja on us. And they can't counter our Aven Riftwatcher if they go like Fairy into something else. I kind of just want to kill this. Like I really do. Ninja the Deep Hours next turn could be bad juju. Yep. Get it out of the way. They might daze. I guess they can't daze. All of you should want to Deadweight that. I need to go downstairs and renew my sub. Oh, that's all right, man. That's all right. Take your time. I believe in a thing called subs. I'm just going to draw here. I don't think giving my opponent an opportunity to counter an Aven Riftwatcher is money. Is that protection from counterspells? That'd be pretty sweet, huh? Maybe we'll play a Spell Stutter here. Okay, so they are going to play Ninja. That means we're going to be able to sneak through a Pestilence next turn, hopefully. Unless they have Daze. So we'll see if they have Daze. See if the wily fox person has Daze. Here comes Ninja. Guys, this is now a Ninja stream. Where's my 6 million subscribers? Yeah, once it resolves, they can't counter it. It feels bad, but I think I have to unmake this Ninja. Or do I just resolve Pestilence? And like say, whatever, play all the stupid fairies you want. I think I'm gonna play Pestilence. Draw cards, opponent. Go ahead. If they daze this, that's game. Pretty much. He's potentially, oh. Playing around Daze. You stop playing against mono blue. Of course they have Daze. Of course. They always have Daze. Either card getting, yeah, we lose now. Might as well scoop them up. I'm just kidding. Why would I Chainer's Edict here? Play around another Daze, I guess. Okay, so let's Edict. I know they have a Spell Stutter in hand. They might not have hard counter. That was haggard. They even had the Invocation, the real good rub-ins. Sure. So they're just going to sack Spell Stutter instead. Well, they didn't have hard counter, for what that's worth, but they're going to draw 1,000 cards now. This is not going to end well, guys. Yep. That Daze, dude. That Daze dough. Well, I guess we might as well keep playing around Daze while we can. There's no reason not to do that on my end step. That was a complete tilt. Yeah. I'm deeply tilted right now. Sorry. Okay. No, you're totally right. Oh, I'm so mad about that Daze. Okay. Let's see what they've got. I was trying to tempo them out, make them pick up another land. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the whelps, guys. All the whelps. Yeah, I guess we will try to unmake the ninja on their turn. They will ponder. Okay. What makes Snuff Out better? They would have had 6 lands and no ninja. Joke's on them. And now got him. Is this double spell stutter sprite? Ripperonis? Rip in pieces? They gush. Now they get to shuffle. Oh no, we're dead. Oh yeah, it is for free. That's true. That's true. We could have killed the ninja for free. These weren't Grim Harvest or something, but let's see. I'm pretty sure it's GG. We're gonna counter this. Lol. They've drawn about 1,000 spells off of Ninja the Deep Hours. Yeah, especially when you're gaining all this life. Don't you pay life for Snuff Out, right? Oh my god, that daze. That daze put me so deep in the tilt bank. When I play Snuff Out, my opponent always plays black creatures. No doubt. And we're not dead. Oh, we are dead. Okay, cool. Delver time, huh? Is this the Castigate matchup? Is that why Castigate's in here? We're supposed to just have like a really good Delver matchup, aren't we? We got like Tragic Slibs, Dead Weights, Edicts, Unmet. Like we got a bunch of Pestilence. I think Castigate's the only card I would consider. But oh my god, why do my Delver opponents have to have days? This isn't Legacy. It's not like I was playing a Deathrite Shaman or anything. I was playing a 3-mana Path Exile. So do you think Castigate would be better than Edicts? I think the only reason I think Edicts are better is because we actually are trying to outvalue them, right? Trying to outvalue Delver. Right? It's your deck, I guess. I brought him in against Reanimator for an extra threat. Probably Tribe. And is it Blitz? You like kill a couple of their threats and then keep them off of any kind of like critical hand size. Gift of Orzhov greater than Missionary or Inspector. I feel like that warrants some discussion. I feel like you have to play these 7 cards so that you can play Poor Skyfisher appropriately. You trim Grim Harvest? Yeah, that's probably a good point. For gift, right? I think gift, Castigate. A little bit of incidental life gain goes a long way against Delver. Okay. I'm fine enough with that. I think we'd be okay. Like I think this is all right. I think we should win. We should win, guys. 5-0 in this league. Dang it. Say it's fine. It's not great. It's fine. Resolve this Pestilence. I'll take it to the bank. Bring it in my list because of Crypt Brats. Because I board out Palace Sentinels. Oh yeah, there's no Palace Sentinels in this list, huh? That's interesting. Okay. Play a Swamp. Take it. It's so good on Guardian of the Guildback, though. Yeah, it does look good on Guardian. Look at us tapping out against our Delver opponent. Hopefully a little bit of thinning helps us out here. We're gonna hit fourth mana, third and fourth mana on time, so I think we will Edict here. Keep them off threats. Probably feels pretty bad to daze your first island on an Edict. Good thinning. We're gonna get dazed here so good, and I will love every moment. I am prepared. I am prepared. No, Lobert, I love having you around, man. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't give you the impression that I don't enjoy having you here. I really do. You think it's worth playing around days? Because that matters this turn. I think it's going to be Thraben Inspector, draw a card. And the hi, Parasite Jason. Yeah, we definitely play Thraben Inspector, but do we want to play untap land, draw a card? Play Pestilence out of order. You know, like they would in a speed run. Or do we play tap land, save this card, draw for another day? Play around days, play this on turn 5. I think Barons? All right. 1-year-old is watching Trolls Holiday. She's obsessed. Shout out to some guy saying he is rocking baby. Shouts out to that guy rocking the baby and watching. Oh, you mean Lynx? Oh, opponent. Give yourself mana open for when you think they're holding up counterspell. Okay. Deal. Dealio. I don't 100% know how to employ that, but I'll try. Opponent also playing the mismatches. Man, I've been watching a lot of Ocarina of Time speedruns lately. You guys know ZFG's got a YouTube channel popping now? Like, ZFG always had a YouTube channel, but like, the channel is popping now. Oh, yeah. That's value right there. Do we play a Pestilence directly into Daze next turn? Guys, they're going to play a cantrip here. They probably get Daze in hand. I guess just that they're thinking about it. If they're thinking about it means, like, does my opponent have Pestilence? Is it worth it to leave counter magic? Do we gift of Orzhova a Thraben Inspector? Or do we just run this out? Do we run this bad boy out? No rush to the Pestilence? I don't think so either. Let's try to gift up Thraby Daddy. Why not? I guess we might as well play around days. But yeah. See what happens. See how our opponent feels about it. Bounce our boy, get another clue. Value. Value. All right. Sure enough. Feed your kid a whole cradle. Like that guy that like trained himself up from eating like that person that eats whole cars over like years. Spire Golem. So opponent was leaving up a null last turn. Spire Golem's pretty good. So if we're not rushing to Pestilence, let's draw a card. Opponent feeling happy about this. Oh man, unmake on their turn. Play Thraben Inspector now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're still 2 turns away from when we want to resolve a Chainer's Edict. Well, Gaia's Cradle. Oh man, airplane water guy. Thank you, Lil Rara. That's exactly how I feel about this. Nah, Google Home. God, you're being an idiot. So what do you guys think? Do we go land unmake here, or do we just play Thraben Inspector, play Orzhov Basilica, try to hit this Chainer's Edict on time in a couple turns? We have Thraben Inspector, draw a card too. That's not off the table at all. We gotta kill this. Like, today. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm gonna need you guys' help here. I'm down a game. We're up against it, team. This is gonna be the hardest one I've taken all night. Just punted a bunch of times against that Stompy player. Really made them mad. I'll take 2 off this to get that end of turn value. Oh. Well, that's a pretty fantastic reason to wait, isn't it? They can ninja this ninja with another ninja. I don't really know how I feel about that. Oh, we're going to resolve our Pestilence, though. Heck yes. Oh, what if they have a null? Do you think... Oh, they can't have a null. They can't counter this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave up the white mana. Yeah, I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pest. 42069. Got him. I'm really sorry. I don't know where that came from. Jason, was that you? Were you inside me for a minute there? Whew. Opponent's gonna gush, looking for double days. Do it, double days. 3-bit Inspector? Oh, that was just you. Okay, well, there's nothing to worry about then. And pick up some white mana. I feel like we're gonna want as much black mana on the battlefield as possible. I don't really know. Like days twice, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can flashback Chainer's Edict next turn. Probably gonna want to leverage that to kill a Spire Golem though. I feel like we're in okay position now. I don't even know how many 3-bit Inspectors we trade with this ninja. Probably all of them. Why are people so bad at Gush? Man, Menendian wrote a whole book about it, so... Yeah, I don't know what line works there. I like this person's lands. Respect on the lands, Kitsune88. Land respect, man. Is this going to be like the ninja that depowers mutagenic rogue blowouts? No. They do get in with Spire Golem. How do we make sure we don't lose our Pestilence here? Guardian of the Guild Pact? No, that's pretty okay. Because if they counter this, then Pestilence goes away. We definitely do not want to be losing any Pestilences today. But I also don't want to lose these 2 3-bit Inspectors. I guess we could attack with both and then pest once. Ah, frig. Can I hold priority? Don't attack? Okay. Now that I have a pest on board. Gotcha. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, so we won't attack. Should have cracked Clue there. Absolutely. So I will do so. I'm going to play this Plains to do it, just in case the black mana is relevant. Could have done that with Basilica. I don't see why I wouldn't play one of these here. All right. Rift Watcher on board. They could hard counter it, I guess. Probably more important things to hard counter in a deck. Lorwyn Foil Forests. That's wicked. That's a good burb. That's top dog. It's top burb right there. Opponent plays a land that we knew they had. So what's the plan here? Like you block with 1 3-bit Inspector, pest once? You just pest once at the end of each of their turns. life gets pretty awkward for them then. We're not going to Wrath. That would be silly. I also don't think we're going to block the Spire Golem. I'm not even going to attack with it. Okay. Pestilence. Our turn. Aven Rift Watcher will... I really should have cycled this. Okay. Well, we will do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't think we're going to flashback Edict yet. So let's cycle Barrenmore. Oh, there's an Edict. We will Edict you. And pick up a land. Play a Rift Watcher. Gain some life. Pass the turn. All right, let's see what happens here. They don't have safe attacks with this anymore for a minute. But I don't really understand how we're supposed to win. I guess just like Pestilence them to death. Gain a bunch of life off Rift Watchers. How similar to Rift Watchers are Weight Watchers? One ping at a time. M19 Common Goblins. I think we're getting some pretty cool gobos. Is what I think. Oh man, and there's the Grim Harvest. Okay, so let's Edict you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's attack. Don't see why we wouldn't. They would have to like spend 3 spell stutter sprites to do anything. Sure. This feels like a trick. Yeah. Cool. I didn't really want to do it again. A little worried about what'll happen. I don't really... How are they going to come back here? Stormbound guys? Don't really care about that. Turn comes back. There goes the Rift Watcher. Yep. That'll go away. We'll gain some life. Custody Squire. That's pretty good here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Custody Squire. See how they feel about that. I'm going to use 2 mana to be pinging stuff on their turn and my turn. So I won't be casting Orzhov or Aven Rift Watcher here, but I think we get Aven Rift Watcher. I think it's just too much of a blowout. They get anything else. Oh, they wouldn't have drawn. That's true. Oh, they give us back the gift of Orzhov anyway. Well, that's sweet of you, opponent. Unless they had 2 mutas. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And we would have had our Rift Watchers to keep our pest around. We had Grim Harvest in hand. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Let's go to our end step. Ping. Pass. And what's this now? 2 mana. They'll gush. You're totally right. Like, once you have us on the battlefield, it's just like, GG's. Okay, so opponent's too low on time. They don't want to keep going. I can understand that. So what do you guys think? Is there any changes here? Grim Harvest, I feel like, doesn't do a whole lot. I feel like it could just get countered and it's done nothing and it's not even like that threatening to them. They can just counter the spell that it gets. But if they... I don't really know that they're killing anything to exile it either, so it'll always just be there for when something does inevitably die. Take out Gift for Shinobi. I'm down. I'm always down to be Okiba-ing. Yeah, Vapor Snag can be a blowout. Absolutely. I think, yeah, I think that's good. I think we're supposed to be really good against them. I mean, we were on the play that time. They get up to 2 mana. It's like the best deck in the format, right? So this hand's really slow, but it's got the tools. Can't just mulligan looking for a Pestilence all the time. Okay, well, we have removal. We don't really want to give them a target for Spell Stutter Sprite next turn if we can avoid it. Let's hope this juicy Preordain baits them. Okay, good. I hope we don't get punished either. They did blind flip their Delver, so there's that. If we do die. Rat Ninja, hell yes. I'm gonna go for Deadweight. If they want to daze our Deadweight, then we can probably get an Edict going. There's a pest. There is a pest. No daze, one time. Of course. Good on you, opponent. So now it's kind of like the battle of Chainer's Edicts and hard counters. While we hope our opponent doesn't kill us. They could just have a bunch of dazes too. It's also bad. What? Dear sweet God. They got the anti-pestilence tag. We're going down. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Well, sometimes you blind flip a Delver. This might be like Fairy Miscreant into Spell Stutter on board. Nope, just drawing cards off Fairy Miscreants. Well, we don't have to worry about a null, but we do have to... And Chainer's Edict doesn't do anything here. So, I don't know. Let's hope they don't have another daze, I suppose. Rift, watch it. They've got another daze. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, they're gonna gush. Like, are you gonna go down to no lands? We still have time. All right, they're gonna attack. I feel like they have mutagenic growth, but what are we gonna do? No mutas, okay. Gain a bit more life. Skyfisher. It was a really bad gush. I like it might just be Thraben Inspector draw card, but I feel like they're setting up for the best spell stutter spread of their life here. I guess we can't really get around that. We could edict them here. They'll counter edict, they'll get a spell stutter on board. Then we can Thraben Inspector, at least start accruing some more value. Play Inspector, pass turn. Oh, really? Yeah, that was probably bad. I just feel like one miscreant, you know, we need this clue. They're gonna hit for 3. Ninja coming. Ink Ninja. It's no good. All right. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll draw an untap land. Resolve a Pestilence next turn. It'll be good. Oh, you're thinking it was Skyfisher. It probably is Skyfisher. Okay. Well, if it is Skyfisher, then we serve with Thraben Inspector. I feel like this doesn't go well for us, kind of regardless, but Skyfisher, pick up Thraben Inspector, play Thraben Inspector, pass the turn. It would have been sweet if we had untap land Pestilence there, but we're just kidding. We're kind of not drawing very well here, and this isn't a matchup where you can't draw well. Or this isn't a deck that you can't draw well against. I think they've got another Ninja. I think I'd rather them pick up a Fairy Miscreant I don't know if it's worth chumping with Thraben Inspector, though. Kind of is. If they pick up the Spell Stutter, like, I don't think we're in good shape. So I'm going to do it like this. Here comes another ninja. Yep. Opponent up to 7 cards in hand. Yeah. Oh, the clutch dazes for our opponent. I wonder how many they run. Should I ask them? Get salty in the chat. Hey, opponent, how many dazes do you have in your deck? Sure saw a lot of them that game. Sure had some good dazes. Good days. Good days. If they leave up counter magic here, and we can't resolve like Stinkweed Imp or something to trade with one of these ninjas, then that's probably it. You just can't let Delver draw a bunch of cards. And we had to hit enough land drops to get days going there. Or get around a days. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Do they have another one? I don't think they do. They didn't have it last turn. One time, no days. Oh, good. Thank God. They might have like Echoing Truth or something. Be pretty bad. Like Echoing Truth leave up hard counter. They definitely suicide one of their ninjas in here. Draw a card off this one. We could be okay. They also could have a handful of hard counters. We need this Stinkweed Imp to be on the battlefield next turn too. They're gonna daze. Pitching to hand size probably. Oh no, it's still, yeah, we're still in choppy waters here. Things have been better. We kind of need an untap land next turn too. And for this core Skyfisher to not trade with a mutagenic growth this turn. Yeah. Opponent really feeling like they should be discarding the hand size this turn. We're on the mill plan now, team. Yep. I don't really know what the plan is. I think it's just like get a bunch of Spire Golems down because we have less ways to deal with them. They're definitely going, yeah. Mm-hmm. Go to box. I mean, what does it really matter if they draw another card here? It still dies to, no matter what it blocks, it dies to a mutagenic growth. Aren't we all a little bit scared of Pestilence, you know? We don't have a ton of options. I think we just got to try to wrath them on our turn so they don't have the mutagenic growth on their turn. And we kind of have to draw black mana here as well. So we'll see what happens. This has been drawn out though. I think resolving this was clutch. One is discarding a jillion cards to hand size here. I guess Lone Missionary is our best draw. But even still. It's not looking great for our heroes. Sure. So Stormbound is going to come back as a 3/3, which means we'll have to chump with Horse Skyfisher. That doesn't do anything. If we Pestilence once, play Stinkweed Imp, block Spire Golem, get back Stinkweed Imp, take 1/2, 2 next turn, down to 3. We really had to hit our land drops there. Pest for 2 when they attack and block Golem. Yeah, we lose Pestilence, and I think we just kind of need it because they can't assemble any kind of meaningful board, but like Crack Clue or something. We would lose Skyfisher, like they would get wrathed. Or actually, and then they get back Stormbound Geist. Then we get another turn. We wouldn't lose Pestilence then. We would go to 1. No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't go to 1. That could be it, and just like crack a clue. We definitely can't play around Mutagenic Growth. So is it like, is this Stinkweed Imp? Or is that just as good or worse than Pestilence draw card on their attack step? It's tough, man. It's like super close. Because just like, I don't know, buying this back a couple times to block Stormbound Geist just to like buy us time. Pest on their turn, draw off clue. All right. If there's any pest pilot I'm going to trust, it's going to be you. They found their Mutagenic Growth, they win. And then next turn, we'll have to go for the Stinkweed Imp line. Stinkweed Imp, hope they don't have a counterspell. Yep. Go to blocks. Blocks like this. And pest once. Do they have the Mutagenic Growth? Probably. They saw like 1,000 cards. Pest. Twice. Stormbound Geist comes back. I guess we'll draw now. Sure. We can't kill it next turn. Okay. So now we got to dig for a removal spell. No, I guess we play Stinkweed Imp. So we got to bait with something. Play Thraben Inspector. I'm gonna let it go. Play Ash Barrens. Because it doesn't just like lose them the game. Play Stinkweed Imp. Yeah, this was definitely the best line, but that's it. That's game. Good night, Delver. Goodness. It's a good deck, guys. It's a really good deck. Oof. Oh, man. Discord grudge match. Raptor 56. Hand's bad. It's not super duper bad, but big announcement coming Friday. Ooh. Yeah, Grim Harvest doesn't do anything. Bad hand. No, this is much better. Keep this. Yes. We don't need this yet. Scour Barons. Purse. Sounds better. It's Tron. No, why? Why do my dream? Why the last match of every evening must my dreams just be completely dashed by Tron? Are we picking up our own land with Core Skyfisher this turn? I don't want to be that guy. Am I really going to be that guy that picks up his swamp with his Core Skyfisher? Frig, guys. That ain't me, right? That ain't who I am deep down. I don't know what else I'm doing. If they have a Flame Slash, I look like an idiot. All right. Well, let's go. Watch them like 3 gut shots. Still pretty good for us, actually. That was hard for me to do. I really don't like doing that. Well, our opponent's preordaining, so maybe this isn't Tron. No, maybe Tron can fit a preordain. This is probably pieces. You guys think blue-red pieces? Blue-red Drake. Goblin Storm. No, they play lightning bolts. They got that going for them. Scoured Barons go. What do you guys think? Is this pieces or snow? What was snow go? Do they run Swiftwater Cliffs? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's pieces of the puzzle. Something like that. Opponent will greet us with additional tap lands. We have to draw more lands here. What do I do for a living? I have an office job. That's probably about as far as I'll go. That's about all I'll say. Well, this is absolutely a control deck of some kind, which means they're going to get to decide when our Pestilence gets to hang out or not. Our hand isn't super conducive to what's going on here. Like we could just easily lose this Grim Harvest if we snap it off here. But like trading a Grim Harvest for a core Skyfisher isn't that bad. Like if they counter it and then remove the Stinkweed Imp, that's pretty bad. We're gonna want this. So let's see what they do. Maybe they'll tap low. We'll find an opportunity to do something about it. Yeah, Raptor is definitely not a budget player. They're quite serious about what they're doing, I'm sure. Yeah, counterspell into removal spell still looks pretty bad there. I don't think we just run it out here. As much as I would love to be aggressive, I don't think that's correct. So I'm gonna hold it. And what's this? Drifty Boy. No doubt. Pretty good card. I feel like Raptor, they're living the dream, really. I really love this Pestilence deck, but have you ever just like resolved a Muldrifter before in your whole life? Like, it feels pretty dang good. We find a tap land. We are going to Skyfisher back a swamp and play that. And leave up Grim Harvest. And probably attack with this Stinkweed Imp. Get back our Grim Harvest. I doubt they're going to block. They probably have infinite removal. They might block. No. Okay. Sure. Oh, it could be Izzet Flicker. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. This could be the Janice Stone special. Oh, frig. This stupid guy. This card's really good, guys. I don't know how many Augurs and Muldrifters you want to be playing, but that's a good boy right there. Opponent finds a Preordain, 8 cards in hand. They're going to play the Preordain for the production value of my stream, so I can close the revealed zone. Whoa! Things just got weird. We'll attempt to deadweight this Muldrifter. I'm just never tapping out of Grim Harvest. Like, we will forever hold up Grim Harvest. I probably didn't have to play that land there. Especially if they have some kind of instant speed trick here. I don't really know what's coming for us. But I guess we're about to find out. Just a lightning bolt? Sure. It's just, I think the value is worth it, right? Like they'll have to find answers to our Grim Harvest somehow. We're trading blows here. They do have 7 cards in hand. I don't know if we can outvalue this deck. I know Pestilence is feeling pretty bad here. It's like Germ Daddy. Demir Aqueduct. Where is our land destruction? Okay. I feel like Custody Squire is like a must counter type of thing, but I think we try to resolve 2 spells here. It'll give us more options for Custody Squire, and it'll give them less of an opportunity to just spend their counter magic and removal on it. But I have a feeling they have like a jillion removal spells, so we'll find out. So it's Skyfisher. Oh, is this like soul manipulation? That'd be so good. Oh, that is so nasty. Oh my god, they get back their Muldrifter. Wow. I was not ready for soul manipulation. That's crazy. Value. What's this? Like exile my graveyard? There's still a trigger on the stack, man. Let the trigger resolve. All right, Drifty Boy. You may. We are going to resolve Custody Squire next turn, but I can't imagine we don't have more of this nonsense coming our way. Lone Missionary. So Custody Squire. We will certainly be targeting a Rift Watcher. We'll do Rift Watcher Missionary next turn. Ah, they know. They got the tricks. See if they want to trade their Drift to Drift. They don't. Removal spell on Custody Squire. Oh man, that Soul Manipulation was insane. That card's so good. So what's this? Dinrova Horror? Imagine. Is this a Dinrova Horror? No, just more Drifters. That's pretty bad anyway. They might have another Soul Manipulation in hand. I think that's a good read. I think if you're going to be splashing black, it should be for like Doomblade Soul Manipulation. Save value like Owen Wilson. Value. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do what we do. Try to resolve 2 spells this turn. Another Soul Manipulation would be kind of savage. Well, I guess there's nothing in the bin right now, but Missionary gonna gain us some life, and they're playing faster than I am, so this might they might get this. They're probably like, whatever, I've got a jillion removal spells in hand. So now if they do want to block, no. So maybe they don't have the Soul Manipulation in hand. What is this? Terminate. Goodness. Pretty good card to splash for as well. Augure. What is Augur? What is Augur? Baby, don't preordain. Okay, no. You whiffed. You whiffed. Did you get like a Dark Souls animation for that? Kind of sweet. What if it's just like Wrath? Will they deck? You got a burn plan? Oh yeah. Oh, they're going infinite. This is like Grixis Tron without the Tron. They're just playing like removal spells instead of Tron lands. Oof. Okay. Skyfisher. We're gonna leave up Unmake, try to target our Chaomancer with it when they ever tap out of mana. Okay. So this will be our opportunity. They might have like Dispel. I guess Dispel is pretty savage here, but they don't. Okay. So the immediate threat of Flicker looping down. They might just draw another one someday. Terminate on Stinky. And Crypt Incursion. They're going to go up to 34. This deck is crazy. Oh my goodness. It's cool though. It's really cool. Yep. It's time for our opponent to flunge. I don't know how we beat this. I guess like relics are probably pretty okay. Actually, Pestilence is probably pretty alright. If we just like wrath their board here. I'm gonna try to resolve Pestilence. See if they have counter magic. They might have been saving counter magic for Pestilence. They don't, okay. I mean, I'm sure they have a way to clear the board. And they do have a life total advantage on us. But I'm not sure what their win condition is. I'm gonna cycle. We'll see. They haven't gone through a lot of creatures. We can always soul, or we can Grim Harvest back a Lone Missionary or something like that. Yep. Taking a million. They're at 32. I'm gonna try to pest them right out here. Go to combat. Attack. We gotta do it sorcery speed. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's 1, 2, 3. I'm not really hiding my intentions that I'm pestilencing X3 here. 2, 3. They are going to get our Grim Harvest. Kind of sucks, but we might lose our Pestilence too. So they don't have counter magic for that. Another Soul Manipulation, kind of a beating here. Oh, we're good. Okay. They could just have a Lightning Bolt too. Mystical teachings. Trickery. Yep. Opponent, 2 cards in hand. 26 cards in the library. One of those cards is a land. No threats, though. We don't need that mana. Bounce this, and it's time to start sandbagging a land, I believe. Flashing back teachings. You can go get like a Pestermite. That teachings. Not bad. Getting a Pestermite. You're gonna teachings for teachings. Grixis Grim Teachings. I guess so. Seems like Grixis play fast right now. We'll do a bit of thinning. They can teachings for whatever they want. That should have been a swamp, but anyway. Information. Here comes teachings. 4 more teachings. Comparative analysis. Cool. You can surge, man. It costs 3. I'm gonna flashback teachings for another teachings. Rip. The thinning is real. It's pretty cool. Don't really know. Well, time for them to beat us to death with an honorable loss. This is worse, I think, than just losing to Tron. Counterspell in our opponent's hand. So we'll do what we can to play around that. That's the turn. Counterspell and a mystical teachings, I think. Unless I don't know if they snapped it off there or not. I don't think they did. What's all this fuss about? Yeah, there it is. For Grim Harvest. This is insane. Okay. They're going to Grim Harvest back Muldrifter. Woo! Well, we're getting a show here tonight, gang. You do you, opponent. This deck is nuts. Absolutely. GG's, Raptor. I feel like Raptor really wants this win too, because I think they're kind of, I don't know for sure. I think they're kind of a spiky individual, but I don't really know. I don't talk to them a lot. So I feel like losing to me is pretty bad. I feel like people generally don't want to lose against me. So we'll see what their opinion of that is. But I doubt there's going to be any losing for them. Okay. We're drawing like champs here. Our opponent only has 11 cards in their library. I mean, there's a chance. So we can wrap their board again. I think Grim Teachings. Or Grim Harvest. This deck's called Grim Teachings. It's way too late for this, guys. We are at 8. Archaeomancer. So they don't have... Just get back Crypt Incursion. Yeah, Lightning Bolt's fine. Do you have Ghostly Flicker? Is it going to be like Flicker? I don't even know whose turn it is anymore. Is it going to be like Ghostly Flicker, Archaeomancer, and then Bolt us a bunch? We'll have 6. Go for it, opponent. Let me draw another land. I think it's pretty much academic at this point, but let's see if we can get any more info out of them. Probably not. I think they're going to attack with their team and win. I think is how this goes. Oof. Okay. So what kind of matchup is this? Nine cards in my opponent's library. It's definitely a relic matchup. It's probably a Castigate matchup because it exiles. But then the question is, like, what do you even strip from their hand? I don't feel like Pestilence does anything. I feel like they control when creatures are on the battlefield. We're just kind of living in that world. Guardian seems good. Custody Squire, probably not fantastic. It's just a 5 mana dies to bolt thing. I feel like they're going to come in hard with the counter magic. So I think it's probably a good idea for the Castigates just for that fact. So that means we don't want the Edicts to come out. They're pretty low on creatures. Tragic Slip is guaranteed to 2 for 1 us. So I don't think Tragic Slip is that good. I think Tragic Slip can come out. I think like Slips and even like 2 Pests. But yeah, Shinobi's probably good in this matchup too. Absolutely. Yeah, I shouldn't sleep on that. because they do kind of have to have a critical hand size. I guess my skepticism, or why I like swept over it the first time, is because they have so many graveyard synergies. I don't know if like they get a little bit extra value off discarding the cards, but probably more than like what we can do with our creatures. I don't think Stinkweed really does anything. They can kill that whenever they want. It is another threat, I suppose. It's not a great threat, but it is a threat. I could get another Shinobi in here. What do you think comes out for another Shinobi? Deadweight doesn't really do anything. It kills Muldrifter, I guess. But they just get it back. I feel like them getting back Muldrifter is pretty bad news. Yeah, I don't really know. Man, their deck is nuts. You probably just gotta hope they stumble on mana. But maybe they don't because they have all those cantrips. It's probably a little self-assuring. Yeah, I think we could get one more Shinobi in here somewhere. I don't really know where it would be, though. I don't know how valuable life gain is. I don't know, but like I think Shinobi and Missionary are a combo. Probably don't want to break that up too bad. Maybe like one Harvest? I think one Harvest. I think they're too good at controlling when our creatures die. We had to go pretty far out of our way to get Grim Harvest online. So let's see if we can't beat down. This is not, this is decidedly not the beat down hand. Thanks, man, thanks. I think, I don't know, depending on how this one goes, we'll see if we can handle it. All right, opponent isn't playing a Delver of Secrets on turn one. We got that going for us. We're not discarding a hand size. We also have that going for us. So we will pick up our Swamp. They're ready to go, though. They're going to go get their something or other mana. They're certainly not nervous about what we can do with one black mana. This is a nice avatar, man. So can you only get these avatars for doing well in tournaments now? Is that part of that whole thing? I'm not leaving up counterspell mana. But that's okay. So we'll play Lone Missionary. Or like prohibit mana. I feel like it's counterspell mana. They went to get double blue there. Gonna basic land cycle. Go get red. No, more islands. Okay. I don't know what all this blue mana is about. I'm not convinced. We'll pass. I don't think they're gonna let Guardian resolve. I think they're gonna leave mana up until we try to cast Guardian, and then yeah. It's just not going to resolve. So let's see what happens. They would have to be a counterspell deck if this was going to resolve. But I feel like they know it's coming. I feel like they know Guardian is good against them, and they're playing pretty smart to avoid it. They're going to have to go 2 turns, because we do have Custody Squire in hand as well. They're going to let it go. Okay. All right. All right. I feel like Guardian, pretty good here. Could have a bunch of Edicts or something. Perfect mana, though. Combat. Go to attacks. I'm half okay with the no-value Custody Squire here. Like, getting this Pestilence down might be fine. I think I will do that. So let's play Pestilence. Even just pinging them for 1 every turn might be okay. And Thraben Inspector. What if they... No, Swirling Sandstorm doesn't do it, right? Pass. They almost definitely have a few removal spells and a Crypt Incursion going on. I don't know that you would keep a hand like this otherwise. They're going to get Terminate. Oh yeah, Terminate kills Guardian. Sure. Sure does. Preordains. All right, well, we'll get it back. Probably trying to hit their land drop here. Yep. Still don't feel like they have hard counter. Although if they hard counter this Custody Squire, we're probably in kind of bad shape. So we'll attack like this. Let's see. Let's see if they've got hard counter. I wonder. They don't. Okay, so try to get back Guardian. We do. We'll just pass. See you tomorrow night, Matt. Thanks so much, man. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Down goes Custody Squire. And Muldrifter. In comes the Drift Gang. Pass the turn. So Deadweight, Drifter. Combat, swing. Play Guardian. I think we're gonna have to win in the next couple seconds here. If we're gonna win this match, but I'm not really sure. I guess we could go Skyfisher, land Guardian. Chaomancer, that'll get back Terminate. Yep. We can terminate this. I'm gonna go right ahead and do it. Sure. I think we got him though, right? 1, 2, 3, and then we just have to untap. They just can't find Crypt Incursion, and I think we're okay. But if they have Crypt Incursion, we could be in a little bit of trouble. But I think we're gonna be okay. So we'll go ahead. This is definitely unmake. So we'll unmake this. Go to combat. Swing. And Skyfisher back a land. Hello, Fish Drowner T. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Jank Bank. I'm going to bounce a land here to draw a card on their turn. I think that's what I want to do. We can also pest twice. I think we're pretty close to winning here, depending on what they're going to be doing. Crypt Incursion is obviously bad, but they might have bordered it out in this matchup. Yeah, sure. Bolt Skyfisher. I don't think maybe we don't even want to crack. Yeah, we're going to crack the clue. See what they want to do. Is this Crypt Incursion? Teachings? Okay, what's Teachings go get? Oh my gosh, is this Moment of Craving? Crypt Incursion. All right, here it comes. So they're going to gain how much? 9? Up to 14. Yup. Pretty okay. Draw a card. It's a Lone Missionary. Ooh, okay. So, yeah, so go to combat. Attack with both. That is a great draw. Go through to blocks. Keebagang Shinobi. Pick up Thraben Inspector. They'll bin 2. So let's see what they bin. A couple of lands. And we'll play... I think we play Thraben Inspector regardless here. Maybe we play Lone Mission. Yeah, let's play Thraben Inspector. It survives the first Pestilence ping, and that might matter. I don't know how many Crypt Incursions they might have. They could have a bunch. Oh, they found Teachings. Savage. Okay. So we will Edict you. See how they want to handle that. That was a lucky top deck. I don't know if they just Teachings for removal here and kill Okibigang Shinobi. Probably. We got him up against the ropes, I feel like. Yep. They get Bolt. Go to combat. Just gonna Bolt Shinobi now. Swing for 3. And we just gotta hope they don't have another Crypt Incursion, man. We really, really gotta hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's another Bolt. No, Flame Slash. Okay. I wonder if they do. It's Pestilence now. That's the turn. Go to combat. Attack with Thraben Inspector. And I don't think there's any reason to like do it on their turn. How much does it cost to flash this back? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 1 mana. I think we've got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess there's no reason to tap all the mana. So Pestilence. 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 Maybe they can survive at 1. I don't know. Pestilence? We could lose it. We won! Okay, that was pretty wild. Pretty wild, guys. Okibigang Shinobi was great there. I don't really know what else we would take out to get another one in there, but I can appreciate the one we had a lot. Yep, bad hand. If we draw under white mana, I like this curve out, but oh, God, this is bad too. A 22 land deck. I feel like you can't just keep mulliganing hoping for 2 lands, but this doesn't do anything either. Well, I guess we hope. Poor opponent, they didn't get a turn 1 preordain. I think we're dead though. I think that's it. We're gonna put them up against him, make them do it in 12 minutes, but I feel like they're going to be able to. So I'm going to play a Lone Missionary here, just in case they do have counter magic, though I didn't see very much of it. It also attacks for 2. Kind of want to get this Thraben Inspector down so that we can like do some valuing of things. Could draw a land next turn. Opponent's going to go get some red mana to Lightning Bolt or Flame Slash this. Yep. Passes it back to us. I don't really know what they're waiting on here in terms of mana. Or, like, I don't know what this double blue is supposed to represent. We're going to try to dig our way back out of this mulligan real quick. But I think we might be giving them a little bit too much time. Okay, so we'll play Thraben Inspector. Go to combat. Swing. We're just going to try to hit our land drop here. Pretty sure I didn't play land this turn, right? No. See if we find a land. No. Okay. Grim Harvest isn't like the worst thing, but like however few creatures we can get in our graveyard, the better, I guess. There's Drifty Boy. It's a good card. Skyfisher, okay. So let's Skyfisher back a land. It's going to be complicated how this relic ends up playing out. But I think we want to get it down now. Start working our way on our opponent's graveyard. I think it's going to be tough mulliganing this low trying to win, though. Especially with so little time. I think our opponent has the opportunity to play faster than us. I also think they've got a Crypt Incursion online. I got a little hint right now that they got a Crypt Incursion going on. Yep. So for now, we'll get rid of stuff in their graveyard. I'll start working on my own creatures once I see if I can't get a Grim Harvest going. Stody Squire does nothing here. So we're going to throw away a Grim Harvest. No, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't tap out. So I'm going to get rid of this Muldrifter. That's their clock right now. They could counter this. Yeah, they really don't want to lose their Muldrifter. I'm going to Ghostly Flicker, Drifter, land, sure. Draw a couple cards. Lose Muldrifter. And we'll attack. I'm pretty sure I'm going to crack Relic here. We're going to have to, at the very least, hit a land drop to get anywhere in this game. That's 2 land drops. Yeah. I know Custodian Squire doesn't do anything, but I don't think drawing a card is as relevant as at least hitting 5 mana this turn. There's Comparative Analysis. Surged out. I don't know how well timed that relic felt for everybody else, but felt pretty good for me. Rift Watcher. Play land and do whatever playing around counter magic we can, I guess. No, like friggin' terminate. Okay. So then maybe we just want to clock them. So Edict you. Probably okay with that, considering. And we will Aven Rift Watcher. And pass turn. Opponent going to straight terminate now. All right, so I imagine they have an Archaeomancer here. We've got Guardian. If we can get this Guardian to stick, we might be okay. But I'm kind of skeptical. Yeah, Island and Swamp. Our opponent had a bunch of lands in hand. It's always good to know. So they got one more land in hand, 4 unknowns. I imagine some non-zero amount of carded counter magic, but I can't really assume that. They're just playing very fast now. But they are leaving up stuff. So play Guardian. And then next turn we'll play Custodian Squire, try to get back. Wow, I can't believe you play Counterspell in this deck. I feel like that's a little stressful on the mana base. So hopefully they don't just like flip another Counterspell here. Yeah. We'll see if they have another Counterspell, I guess, or how many more they might have. They're up to like Teachings for Counterspell mana now, so we'll Custodian Squire. No way. Oh, man. Absolute savagery. Okay. Pass turn. And they'll pass. We will try to Grim Harvest our Guardian of the Guild Pact. I think we can afford to lose a Grim Harvest. I don't think we'll counter this either. They could just remove Thraben Inspector. So let's not give them that opportunity. We'll just pass. We'll leave up mana for the Harvest. I think they're going to go get Teachings soon, or they're going to find a Teaching soon. Things could go downhill. Okay, opponent does nothing. All right. We'll play Guardian of the Guild Pact. And pass the turn. We have an unblockable threat, gang. And we have our Grim Harvest up. Opponent's gonna do a bit more thinning. Snow-covered island, unknowns in hand. Play the land, pass the turn. And we don't have any reason to get aggressive with anything here, so we'll get in with Guardian. Well, we are gonna get aggressive with Guardian. Absolutely, no question. And we'll cycle this Secluded Step. Certainly appreciating the opportunity to exile something with Unmake. All right, another Grim Harvest. Sweet. I don't think we're going to act on that. We'll try to Grim Harvest on their end step, see what happens. Because now we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So we can... Oh, frig. I was supposed to Grim Harvest for Custodian Squire there, but it's okay. We don't get punished because we find another Guardian. We might have another Counterspell. Yep. Go to combat. Attack with Guardian. Can't Grim Harvest on their end step. I really should have last turn. That was pretty clearly the time to do it. There's Terminate. Okay. We will get back Grim Harvest. I guess not. We will try to Grim Harvest it back next turn, though. All right, they're going to Flame Slash 3B. Sure. This is tense, guys. This is tense. I don't wonder if they've got counter magic. They could. We've seen a bunch of counter spells so far, though. Opponent 27 cards left in their library. So let's get back a Guardian. Make an attempt at getting back a Guardian. They're going to Teachings for their last counter magic or their last counter spell. Savage. Okay. No, Crypt Incursion. All right. So they get to exile our Guardians. Pretty all right. Gain some life. Yep. We draw Okiba Gang Shinobi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Okiba Gang Shinobi. The opportunity to get back Grim Harvest. To get it back. So sandbagging spell is not going to do it for our opponent now. See what they reveal off this. Preordain. Not good. So some other unknown card. Not that many cards in our opponent's library now. So land unknown in hand. Gotcha. They're going to gain some life with their Swiftwater Cliffs. Looks like they don't plan on getting hit by this Okiba Gang Shinobi next turn. Devour Flesh, huh? Okay. We will get back Shinobi. And cast it next turn. One card in my opponent's hand. I wonder what it might be. So let's, I think we should save that. No, we shouldn't save that. So let's get back Shinobi. Deadweight and Augur Bolas. And play a Chimera Crossroads, pass the turn. I'm okay taking 1 next turn. We want to get this out and still have mana up to flash it back. So let's see what they go find. They're going to Teach. Teach, mother effer. Teach, gosh dang. 21 cards in our opponent's library. Not very much time on the clock. Teachings for Teachings, pretty cool. I wonder how many Archaeomancers they have. How many have we seen? Just one? I bet they have another one. They probably want to be able to protect it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see if they have counter magic. Whoops. Gotta play tight here, gang. Gotta play fast. Kiba Gang Shinobi. So they're Teachings for their last counter spell here. They're gonna exclude. Pretty good. Alright. Fast turn. End of their turn, or actually on attacks, I might unmake this Augur. So let's see if they have an answer for that. They don't. So they have no clock now. Wonder if they have like repopulate or something crazy to put their deck back in their hand. We will Skyfisher back a Chimera Crossroads if our opponent feels that's an okay thing for us to do. They don't. They get Soul Manipulation. They will Soul Manipulation. Back an Augur Bolas. Okay. Sure. Do they take out Muldrifters? I haven't seen a lot of Muldrifters. Flashback Teachings. For another Teachings. 18 cards in our opponent's library. There's Augur Bolas. Thinning, thinning, thinning. Yep, they can pretty much stack the bottom of their deck now, too. Wonder if they have a Rolling Thunder. Do you guys think they have Rolling Thunder? That would be impressive. Can they do 29 damage with a Rolling Thunder? There's Guardian of the Guild Pact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pass the turn. Unmake in hand. I'll start attacking with it. Well, no, I should probably block this Augur Bolas. I don't really know how our opponent wins here. They're going to Teachings. Terminate? No, Bolt. Okay. So I imagine there's going to be some shenanigans here that involve Archaeomancer and Lightning Bolt to try to kill us. But we don't really care about that. Yeah. I feel like making them go through about as much damage as they can is probably good. I'll just hold Deadweight. I don't see much of a reason to do anything about it. There's Muldrifter, sure. Draws a couple cards. And this is our Chaomancer? Muldrifter. Alright. Yep. Draws a couple cards. There's an Is It Boilerworks? Looks like they're going to pass. Got ya. They pass. So we will attempt to deadweight a Muldrifter. And try to Chainer's Edict you. Chainer's Edict doesn't do anything. We'll pass. I actually might want to unmake something. So I can't F6. Really sucks. But I can't F6 here. Flashing back Teachings. For what? Counterspell. Okay. So I think it's time for us to do this. I'm assuming they're going to get Archaeomancer and use Archaeomancer Bolt to kill us. I don't know how many Archaeomancers they might have. They do have Counterspell. There's Stormbound Geist. Okay. They only have 6 cards in their library. Stormbound Geist does not kill us. We're going to F6 like absolute maniacs. Okay, so they might have the Ghostly Flicker Archaeomancer thing going now. Oh, Terminate. Okay, sure. Yep. There's Grim Harvest. We will pay. Yep. Go to end step. Opponent gets in for 1. And I imagine they'll counter this Grim Harvest, but they might not have a way to interact with other spells that could kill their Archaeomancer, so it could be an okay thing to do. So we'll try to get back this. I guess I could just counter that instead. Draw a land. Cool. So we'll see if they want to counter this. We are at 28. Our opponent has 5 cards in their library. There's Counterspell. Yep. Oh man, this is close. I feel like this is close. We are at 28. It's a lot of damage they have to do. Our deck is full of removal. Even like blockers are okay. But I gotta wonder what else they have in their library. Basilica. Good. I don't even really want to Chainer's Edict them here because I can just get rid of the Augur. You're gonna get in. Yep. 3 cards in our opponent's library, 7 cards in our opponent's hand. We're at 20. So this is like Flicker. Did we exile Flicker early on? Yeah, we did. I imagine they would have Teachings for another Flicker if they had it. Opponent's just going to get back Counterspell. Okay, sure. Sure. Kabira Crossroads. Skyfisher. Try to pick up Kabira Crossroads. Opponent will counter. They're dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 22. They have 2 cards left in their library. I don't think they can win. They have a Bolt. It's going to be epic. It's going to be very epic. They do pull it off. Yep, Bolts us. So it's like Ghostly Flicker Bolt? I don't know why they wouldn't just do it. There's no Flicker left. Okay. So they're going to harvest back Archaeomancer. Oh, because if we kill it, they can just get Lightning Bolt. Yeah, okay. I understand. Did I just kill myself somehow? 1 card in our opponent's library. Archaeomancer for Lightning Bolt in hand. So they can hit us to 3, hit us for 3 down to 7. They attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn. Put us to 2. So they have to have some number of Lightning Bolts to get us. I shouldn't have killed Archaeomancer. I could have killed myself there. Does Bolas, that might put that in their hand, right? Can they choose not to take it? Yeah, they can choose not to take it. Okay. So we're going to go to 1. Did I just F this whole thing up? Skyfisher comes in, picks up Crossroads, replay Crossroads, gain some life, pass the turn. And what do you have, opponent? 0 cards in library, so they have to win this turn. 6 cards in hand. That's a lot of cards in hand. 2 minutes on the clock. Here they come. Yep. Go to blocks. Skyfisher. Unless they have like, they're just like taking us all the way down to 0 cards in their library. And then they're going to Ghostly Flicker kill us. I don't know. They're going to get back Grim Harvest, which gets back what? Nothing helpful. Or do they even get it back? Don't we just F6 and win? We're at 8. Hold down to 5. You got it. So why aren't we dead? Do they just have a bunch of bolts in hand? Flame Slashes our Chaomancer. Oh, they're gonna Grim. They're gonna Grim. Oh, crazy. Okay. Gets back bolts. How many times can they do that? Oh my god. So did dead waiting this for them kill me? Oh god. And they pass back to us. So I think that's it. Right? We'll just pass. No reason to do anything. Can they win on their upkeep? We won the match! Alright, cool. 4-1. I'm cool with that.